Good morning, everyone. I'm Sotadeology. In today's video, we're going to dissect Sotadeology. Sotadeology is the study of artistic and scientific flipping of a system for balanced solution. Where Sotadeology can as well be likened to palindromic style in poetry. Well, this style was actually developed by a renowned poet, ancient Greek poet. I think he lived around 246, 285 to 246 BC. So, Shotades happens to be an ancient Greek poet. So, he developed the palindromic style of poetry. He has been credited for that. So now the Sotadeology is more or less like a connecting string between art and science. So I came across Shotades like about 3 years ago. So then I wrote my own palindromic style of poem when I discovered what it did. So now this Sotadeology is now going to be, another field, and it deals with how a system can be flipped. So with that flipping of a system is also found in science, to be precise, quantum physics. And so we're going to, delve into that for us to really understand what the flipping it's all about. So in science, we can have the flipping of a system. In literary work, we can have flipping of words. Even in poetry, we can have flipping of words. So now when a sentence is being flipped, then we get to have more meaning to that, sentence or to that poem. And that is why Sotadeology is a very, very promising field if adopted. So now, as for me, my own surname, is Shotade. And so based on that, I have developed this Sotadeology because my own contribution is deriving the formula of everything that I use to unify quantum mechanics to classical mechanics. And for that purpose, even when I derived the formula, I realized that there is a flipping at quantum level that must actually be initiated for progression into the black hole. So we're going to delve into all of that in this particular video. So now, we're going to first of all start with the science part, which is time energy wave model, just as you can see on the board. So we have the time wave trajectory traveling inversely to energy wave trajectory. So now, by using this formula of everything, which is, the formula I developed, we're going to have trajectory of time right from the classical realm down to the quantum realm. And then the trajectory must actually go beyond the constraint at quantum level to connect to the real mass worth of positron. Then the positron, because before time could even transcend this quantum constraint, what we have here is more or less like infinity stream of electron. So the moment we have that trajectory, then the electron becomes positive in terms of charge, and then the flipping will just go into the black hole. So that is the whole system in the science. By using this formula of everything to discover the flipping of the system, into the black hole. Now you can see that what we have in the past phase is the expansion phase. So we have time traveling inversely to energy in expansive mode. And when it gets to the present phase, then after having the flipping in a way that the positron is injected into the system, then we have the contraction of energy to time. And that is synonymous to nuclear fission, while this is synonymous to nuclear fusion. So that is the discovery. And now, based on my own contribution and Sotade's contribution in poem, then we can have this Sotadeology, which is the study of artistic and scientific flipping of a system for balanced solution. Now, there is one example I want to cite, but before I do that, Sotades was actually born in Maronia, in a city called Thrace or Crete. There is another city, Crete. We have Maronia there too. So now these Sotades usually, write about satirical poems, and then he developed palindromic style of poetry. Okay, so now that is that. But the example I want to cite is that we can even have transition of the flipping right from the quantum mechanics into the artistic formation of wave pattern. Now, this is what I meant, or probably let's say this is what I mean by saying, for instance, let's say if you actually drop a stone into a pond, then you will see that there will be propagation of wave. Then the wave will travel outward, and then as the wave is traveling outward in circular formation, then you will see the fading of the wave as the energy is being transferred to the wave formation in progressive motion. So now, before we can actually have that wave, then we have rearrangement of subatomic particles in such a way to generate that. That is the scientific part of the wave pattern. But the observable wave formation that we could see is more or less like artistic formation of what our eyes could observe. So we can see that we have art and science being, connected in that sense. So the Sotadeology is a study that can actually unify art to science, and it's a broad field to study. So that is that. So now let me give us an example of how powerful Sotadeology is while flipping words. Now I have some of my quotes, palindromic quotes right here. Now the first one is, legend of deed is victory in revealed. Let me do that again. Legend of deed is victory in revealed mystery. Mystery revealed in victory is deed of legend. When you look at these quotes quite all right, you'll see that this first one serves as the male part of the quote, while the part that is being read backwards serves as the female part of the setting or of that quote. So that means that everything in the universe has male and female. So there is positive and negative, just as we have positive and negative charge. So for you to actually see how powerful a sentence is or how powerful a quote might be, you will have to engage that Sotadeology, which is the system of flipping the quote. And when you do that, you see that the part that is being read backward will give more value and more weight to the initial one. So now the second one, which is human potential is more than size essential. Essential size than more is potential human. So now what that is telling us is that human potential is more than size essential. We understand what that is all about. Now the second one, when you read it, you have essential size than more is potential human. So that is telling you that what you have in this first sentence is even more bigger than what you can envisage. And so the second part is giving you how big and how valuable that is. So now we look at this third one, which is, so now this third one, which is the needed best is void of easy grip. Grip easy of void is best needed. Now, in all these quotes, you will actually see how powerful the quotes are by having the flipped version of the initial quote. So now, let's look at the ones that I have here. Well, we're going to actually, read this last one. And I really love to cite this particular quote because it is so powerful. And it deals with, the quantum physics and, the classical physics, which is more or less like things we can see versus things we cannot see. So now, when you look at this one, it says unseen things are valuable than seen things. Things seen than valuable are things unseen. Unseen things are valuable than seen things. That one is understandable. But when you now have the second one that says things seen than valuable are things unseen. So things that are valued more than the valuable are the things that we cannot see. So those things it means that the unseen things are more valuable than the valuable. I hope you understand that. So you can see how powerful these quotes are as we are, engaging the Sotadeology. And so we now have this. Now, this quote, I love this one because, it deals with what you need to do for you to be successful in this world. And that quote says, perseverance mirrored through strategic planning is the only language understood by success. So now, with that, you can see that when you persevere in your endeavor, and if your perseverance is the such that is strategic, then you will definitely be successful. That is what that is telling us. So that one is not palindromic anyways, but it's a powerful quote. So that's why I just put that right there. So now from the quote and then from the time energy wave model that I've just discussed with you guys, I know you've been able to see how powerful Sotadeology is. So Sotadeology is a novel invention, is a novel field that we may as well engage, and I think it's a word that has to be in dictionary as well. So, well, we have it as a result of the development and even the invention made by Sotades, and then the development and contribution made by Sotade, which is Olusegun Sotade. So based on the two contributions, then we can have this Sotadeology in our curriculum. So that is that. If you find this video quite informative, make sure you smash the like button. Then don't hesitate to share this video with your friends, and then make sure you subscribe to my channel so as to be notified for the subsequent upload. Then it's a novel discovery. I will put link to my research publication in the description below, and then put link to my published books on Amazon for you to get. You can get my book and study them. They are so powerful, and they will actually, give you outstanding wisdom. So that is that. God bless you.